What's up, guys? You didn't think I would, abandon y'all again, right? Okay. Jokes aside, I'm sorry for being uh out of the YouTube game for about 6-ish months, I believe. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I think we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But today we're gonna get back into the Power Rangers tier list that I've been working on. Well, I haven't been working on that since then. But yeah, we're going to get into the tier list. We're probably gonna finish it as soon as either tomorrow or the next time we meet. So this one is going to be all the Battlizers for the Power Rangers franchise as a whole. Now there's not a lot of them. There's there's some that don't classify as Battlizers. Case in point, um, the Strike Rider, it doesn't count as a Battleizer. It's just an armor piece or something like that. But I just decided to add it in the video. I decided to add it in the tier list just for funsies. So obviously, there's a lot of Battlizers in this piece. There's a lot of power ups that we need to look over, and I'm hoping that this will actually, you know, I'm actually quite interested about this because there's a lot of Battlizers that I'm seeing right now that I'm seeing in the Power Rangers franchise that might actually either be up in the tier list or low in the tier list, depending on criteria. Now, criteria is a very important word when it comes to these tier lists because if you let's say for example we look at every single battleizer in the Power Rangers franchise. It depends on power, um design, and how it looks in each season. Let's say for example, let's say Connor's battleizer. um it shows in power, but it also shows in design. So that's what we're going to look at for these power ups and or battleizers, and we're gonna do the same thing like we did in the last video. I think the last part I will put that in the description so you guys can watch it because obviously this is going to be a 4-part video. Um, and I think with this you guys will possibly get up to your own opinions as to which is the best battleizer in the franchise by far, because there's a lot of things that I can say. There's a lot of things that I can emphasize on all these battleizers, but we won't know what that looks like until we actually tier them up. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the Tier's website. I have it all set up, and we're gonna go ahead and rank them up from worst to best. So let's go ahead and go. So as you see, I have everything set up right here. We have all the battleizers from all the seasons in the franchise, except for Cosmic Fury. I don't know if it has a battleizer. No, wait, it doesn't have a battleizer if I'm not mistaken. Um, some of these are power ups. Some of these are battleizers. Many of these don't fit the criteria of said of the description of the description of the video. It's gonna be a long day. So I say first and foremost, I think we're gonna stick with the Saban part of the segment of this one, and then we're gonna get all into the Disney stuff, and then we're gonna get into the Neo Saban stuff, and we're gonna get into the Hasbro stuff as we go. So, first and foremost, we're gonna get into the Mighty Morphin stuff with the power ups and stuff, the Dragon Shield, and with the metallic armor. I'm not quite into the first season of Power Rangers, but if you look at it, I mean, it doesn't look bad from this standpoint. I mean, it doesn't add any additional value. The metallic armor, I don't know about that. So I guess we can add another I guess we could add another tier below it. We're just gonna add let's see, unknown, so that you guys won't get confused, because obviously I I in my opinion will get confused during all this. So I'd say I'm unknown with these two because I haven't seen them, nor have I ever like talked about them in any light. So those are the two that I'm most unsure about because I haven't watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I know many friends who watch them, and it's the first season, so obviously they don't have any like power ups or any other thing. Before I continue, there is something that I need to mention. I didn't include all the spin-offs and all this other stuff. These are actually these ones are seen in, you know well, kind of, they're seen either in Super Sentai, or in Power Rangers as a whole, or they are Power Ranger exclusives. So just want to keep that in mind before we continue. Let's see, the In Space Battleizer. This is like I think this is the first Battleizer. Yeah, this is the first Battleizer in the entire franchise. So, I feel like the power that this Battleizer brings, it's good. It's good, but the design looks I don't know, man. It looks kind of bulky, and it does show the strength, but in my personal opinion, the design is not there. So I'm going to put that as a D tier, a D tier, and it's not bad, but it's not good either. Um, so Lost Galaxy, with the lights of Orion, I actually like those. The Battleizer itself, it's trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for any other. If you're a Lost Galaxy fan, I apologize for what I'm about to do to you. I'm gonna put this in the F tier. It looks like it looks like it looks like a 10-year-old kid just so happened to create this in his bedroom, and literally just gave it to someone who was working on the show and thought it was a good idea. I don't like it. The Battleizer looks terrible. The gray doesn't match with the entire suit. Oh god. I mean, it's powerful as it is, but the design looks terrible. I can't. I can't. I can't. Something in me just doesn't. It just doesn't match well with me. The Lights of Orion, it's much better. It's much better as a power up, and it also looks cool. So I'm gonna put it in a C tier. Obviously, it's not gonna be as, you know it's not gonna be as solid as the future Battleizers that we have on this list here. But yeah, that's just how I feel. I mean, there's not a lot to be said about these five here. I mean, they work as power ups, but as far as I'm concerned, they don't bring the design. That's what I like about these Battlizers here. What I like about these Battlizers is that, especially with the Disney ones, they bring a lot of oomph and they bring a lot of power, but they also bring a lot of design, and I like it. I like them for that. Um, Moving on to the Lightspeed Rescue stuff. The power ups here. Um, the Trans Armor Cycle. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's something out of. I I'm not. I like the bike. It's the Trans Armor Cycle. I like the vehicle itself. It should have been. It should have been. It should have been a vehicle. I think I have it in my. I think I have it in the last part. You can check that in the description. But obviously, it looks. The Trans Armor looks. It just doesn't. It doesn't fit. I mean, I like red as much as the next guy, but it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it brings the power, but it doesn't bring the design. We're getting better though. We're getting better in terms of that. But the mega battles, I don't think they bring it. I don't think they bring it home. You know, they don't. They don't bring the design at all. The weapons look. And this is just my opinion. I mean, it could be anyone. It could be shoot. It could be solid. It could be solid for diehard fans of the franchise. But like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, it just looks. I don't know. I don't know, man. It just looks like something I don't even want to use. So I guess it could be in the same tier as this. Um, it can all three of them can just stay there. I mean, obviously, it doesn't show. It doesn't show as much as it used to. As it used to. Excuse me. Now there's three more. There's three more before we get into the Disney stuff, and the Disney stuff is fire. I'm not gonna lie. Um. All right. So what do we want to start with? Let's just start with the Mega Battle for the Quantum Ranger. I love the Quantum Ranger. Let's be real. I love him. The Battleizer looks. It looks good. It looks good for its. It looks good for It looks good for a while, but it's never been used a lot in the show. Um, Wes's armor. You know the what is this? What is this armor called? It's called what's it called? What is it called? It's called uh the Red Battle Warrior. That there we go. The Red Battle Warrior. So I think the Red Battle Warrior I like it more because the design, the flames, everything. I wish I could show you a full image of it. If you can see the full image, I mean, whew, it's solid. These two are very solid battleizers for both Red Rangers here. I like it, and they both deserve to be in the. I guess we can put them in the B tier. The big dogs will be here momentarily, so I guess we can put them in the B tier. Obviously these are very solid for its worth, but we can think of something better. Now, for the last one, before we get into the next segment, is the Red Savage Warrior. Okay, I watched a lot of Power Rangers Wild Force, and the only thing I can say is the Red Savage Warrior looks. It's not gonna get the. It's not gonna get the A tier. It's not gonna get the S tier. We need it. We need to find something better. But I guess. I guess you can say, out of all of them, it looks it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. The wings are not the wings. They're not giving me a vibe, but I guess you can I guess you can put it in C tier. I guess there's not a lot I can say about it except it looks solid, but everything else in between, I don't really know, man. But that was all the Sab- Saban uh power ups and battleizers that were featured in this chunk of the Power Rangers franchise. Now we're gonna move on to the Disney era. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving on to the Disney era, and they have more battleizers to show for it, and I love it. I love it in terms of power ups and battleizers. This shows a lot. Shows a lot to choose from, and we might get our first S tier of this tier list. But let me hmm. I would like to address something. There is some battleizers that will be in my top. There are some battleizers that I absolutely love. Like I added the Shield of Triumph, which is technically a battleizer. Well, it's a power up. It's a power up. It's a power up. Plus, it acts as Connor's battleizer. Same with the Super Dio mode. Uh, there's a lot of things that I love about the Disney era's collection of battleizers and power ups here. But let's get this out the way. Jungle Master mode is gonna get our first S tier, along with the Strike Rider armor. These two, mwah, chef's kiss. These two are beautiful in design, and they are pretty powerful if used in the right way. Like Casey's Strike Rider armor is just beautiful. His bike to match with this is just amazing. The red, the red, tremendous. And you know the suits and the Jungle Master mode suits, the with the Cloud Booster, it's just awesome. It's awesome in my opinion. There's nothing that I am there's nothing that could stand against it. And you know, it does it's not there's nothing that could stand against it in terms of design. Like I love this. It's awesome. I'm very impressed with the design here, and I'm very impressed with how it just shows the power. It doesn't necessarily like, you know, it doesn't tease you with the power. It shows you the power immediately, and that's what I like. I also want to I also want to put the Shield of Triumph and its Battleizer also in the S tier as well. They're both goaded, and I I will be a damn fool to not put these on S tier. Once again, this is my opinion. Obviously, these four stand out in terms of design, and I'm kind of sad that Casey didn't have a battleizer. It sucks. It sucks. But these two I will mess with every single day. every time. Every time I watch these two, mm-hmm, that's beautiful. But uh it wouldn't be a tier list if I didn't add something for the A tier here. And that would be Nick's Battleizer for the A tier. Uh Nick's Battleizer is, you know, there's a lot of things I love about it. Um it's cool. It's really solid. The design is awesome. The red and the blue and the gold match spectacularly, and the whole magic motif is tremendous. Um, these ones right here, the legendary warriors. Um, it's it's great that all the rangers have these because it enhances their magic. It makes them it makes them much stronger, more durable in terms of taking damage, and a a good amount of these on these lists also makes the Rangers incredibly durable, lets them take more damage, or less damage. It takes less it takes less damage. Well, let me say this. It nullifies the damage. That's what I was trying to say. It nullifies the damage based on the monster that they're facing. Well, in terms of the big bads of their respective seasons, they might squeeze by it, might find a weakness in them. But yeah, it looks fantastic, and especially with these five right, with D6 right here. D6 looks, ooh, mm, mm. And we still have more to go through. Super Samurai mode. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I like Cam as a character, but his Super Samurai mode, although the suit looks promising, it doesn't change a thing. Like, you change the mask and it's just there. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter anyway. It's just there. It's just there. So I give it a D. It doesn't change anything. But Shade's Battleizer is the only thing that stands out to me. I give it uh I'll give it a B tier. I'll give it a B tier. It's better because it gives you more to work with. And it doesn't matter whether or not, oh, I change my mask and I take the vest off. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. I'm kind of disappointed in how Cam did this. Like, I need more than that. um as for, I think the last thing for Dino Thunder is Super Dino mode. Super Dino mode, I don't know. It doesn't change much of anything, but I like it all the same. Uh, I'll give it a B tier also, because I like how it looks. The spikes, you know how much I love spikes. Spikes are awesome. Um, as for the SBD, Power Rangers SBD, all the power ups and the Battlizers and all that jazz. The SWAT mode. SWAT mode looks, ooh, it looks solid. It looks solid, but not as solid as these though. They don't compare to they don't the design alone does not compare to the big dogs up here. So obviously I'm gonna leave it at B tier. It's close. It's better. It's better than Super Dynamo at least. Sorry, Dino Thunder fans. I'm sorry. I don't know which. Uh, just to go off topic. I don't know what season I'm a big fan of. No, wait. I'm a big fan of Power Rangers Jungle Fury, and that was the whole reason why I got the Jungle Fury power ups up there at the S tier because I love them so much. And it gives a homage to my past. So anyway, getting back on topic here. Um the SBD Battleizer, eh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm I don't know if I like that. It's powerful, but the design looks like a police car. I don't know how to. It's just how I feel about it. It gives me like a police car vibe to it because of all the lights and all that stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. It doesn't fit with me, but it doesn't mean I don't like it. So I'm obviously gonna give it a C tier for both modes. Um, for both modes here, I'm just gonna give it a C tier. It's good, but the design kind of kills it. Well, it doesn't kill it immediately. Like it's not sharp drop, but it doesn't like. But it doesn't. It it, it just kind of kills the whole thing. So for I think we're Mr. Force here. What is this called again? Damn, what was it? Let me look this up. Mystic Muscles. That's what it was. That's what it was. It's Mystic Muscles. That's what I need to look that up. Uh, it gives him a real. It gives Xander a boost in strength, but what's and for all my Dragon Ball fans here, what's the point of big bulky muscles if you don't have speed? So that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough because you literally have no speed. You have no speed. You have all these muscles, but you're slow as hell. So the power up, it just wasn't needed at this point. At this point, it just wasn't needed. Um, for what are these? What are these? Damn it, I forgot them. It's Ancient Mystic mode for both Liambo and Daggeron here. I think this is their true form, and they're more powerful. They're more powerful in their ancient mystic modes, but I think it drains a lot of magic. Geez, why am I thinking about Dragon Ball when I'm supposed to be thinking about Power Rangers? That's crazy. Anyway, I guess we can pick. I guess we can put them up. I guess we can put them in C tier. They look good. They look good in terms of appearance, but in terms of strength, I don't think they're gonna stand a chance against some of the more powerful villains in the franchise. Well, I guess we won't know until we try, right? Anyway, Operation Overdrive. I think there's not much here. The Red Sentinel Ranger looks. I think there's too much gold. There's too much gold to it in terms of design, but power makes up for it. There's too much gold. It's too much gold. But I guess you. I guess I can put it in C tier. I mean, there's no such thing as having too much gold on your chip. But the defender vest doesn't do much of anything, unless unless it gives you a defense boost. But yeah, it doesn't give you much of anything. So I guess I can give it a D. I don't know. It's just it's one of those things where I just say like, is the defender vest actually a power up? It just gives you time to. It just gives you another weapon. It gives you another weapon to use, and it just gives you the weapon that all five Rangers use. But in combat, it gives you a defense boost, but ah man, and it just you know, I don't I won't see myself if I was a Ranger, I would never use this because, you know, like if I'll get the defender, I'll get the I get the defense boost, but that's not going to help me in terms of strength because I feel like that's gonna it's gonna hurt me rather than heal me in terms of all that. So that's all the Disney stuff. I believe Disney did a good job with the Battlizers and made them even better than Hasbro, and you know, possibly pre-Saban. Well, depending on what you pick. I mean, it's my opinion. I mean, obviously, let me know in the comments below what you would change. I mean, obviously, I would change something. I would change something, but we'll see when I um when I construct my top three. So we're going to move on to the Neo Saban era now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving on to the Neo Saban, uh, the Neo Saban stuff, and there's not a lot to choose here. I guess we can start with Samurai first. Super Samurai mode, Shark Attack mode, and the Grand Shogun. These three. Well, this one in particular hasn't been used except in Zord cockpits. Um, the Shark Attack mode, obviously, I love red. I love red. Red is my favorite color, and it fits the Red Ranger. And the Super Samurai mode, the vest is just so cool. I just love it. I love it. It fits the entire outfit, and I love it. The power that comes with it is an entirely different story in a good way. But I think Shogun mode, Shogun, it feels a little bit bulky. Feels a little bit bulky, but it brings the power. I wouldn't. I would if I was a ranger. I wouldn't use this, but I guess you could say that I knew what they were going for when it comes to a battleizer, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's too bulky. It's too bulky. If I was using this in combat, they would give me a whole bunch of trouble because I'm taking pod shots all day. So I believe the Grand Shogun. No, why do I keep saying that? I believe Shogun mode is it's a D tier. It's a D tier at best. But um, with the Super Samurai mode and a Shark Attack mode, they will be up in the it'll be up in the it'll be up in the B tier because it's better than Ninja Storm's Battleizer. So yeah, they'll stay right there. As for Mega Forces stuff, Ultra mode, ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just a big piece of armor and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like it's just a big piece of armor. Like does it enhance your strength? Yes. But does it look good in terms of design? Oh hell no. So I'm gonna put that as a D tier. It's not that bad, but I don't like it because it doesn't show anything else. Super Mega Mode, however, it changes that entirely because I love the suits. The suits look amazing, but it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be impossible. It wouldn't be the way it is without a legendary mode. I love legendary mode because you get to use their powers. You get to use the powers, the powers from Rangers past, and it enhances their strength. So I guess these two are up from their ultra mode counterparts. They're not on A tier. They're not with the big dogs, but at least they're close. In terms of uh the Silver Rangers Gold, uh I guess we're gonna call it the Battleizer. We have Super Mega Gold. I don't like it. I don't like it. It sucks. Look at this. It's just a big piece of armor. Yes, it turns your weapon into a trident, but does it matter? No. No. It just I don't get it. They missed an opportunity here. They could have made it much better. So I'm gonna give it an F. I mean, it disappoints me. and and let's be real. Let's be real. I watch Megaforce as much as the next guy, but uh in terms of the power ups they have, I prefer Super Mega Mode because Mega Mode doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you anything because uh, I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of disappoints me. it disappoints me in a way because you're not getting much of anything. You're not getting design. You're getting your strength, but at at a, at a cost of design. Like, and that's what I feel about these things as a whole. I look at I look at the design of these battlizers and these power ups here, and I think to myself, they could have done much better, or you know, there's some things that kind of disappointed me over there. So that's what I'm thinking. All right, Dino Charge, and also Dino Supercharge because uh, that's T Rex Supercharge mode. You know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm kind of disappointed in how only Tyler gets the T Rex Supercharge mode because everybody else should have gotten this. Everybody else should have gotten this power up, but they gave it to a Red Ranger. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm really I if I was another Ranger and Tyler was leading the team, I would feel salty because hey, where my supercharged mode at? You could you man, can you imagine if all of them had a supercharged mode alongside Tyler? I mean, obviously they would be overpowered, but come on, man. Come on. Come on. That man, this is sucks. But uh with Armor X, I like them. The Dino Steel ones. Dino Steel looks well. It's kind of like a weapon, but I count it as a power up because obviously they're just gonna let out their weapons. Um, Armor X, I love it. I love the gold spikes. Um, mm, T Rex Supercharge. I love it. I love it all together, but man, he should have never been the only he shouldn't have been the only one that has access to this power. That's all I'm saying. So T-Rex Supercharge will be in A tier because I love the design and I love the power that comes with it. Armor X will be in B tier because it's really solid. Dino Steel, it's something that's average. It's a C tier because obviously it's going to bring out their weapons and such. Um, Ninja Steel, not much here. The Lion Fire Armor, Superstar mode for the Gold Ranger. These two, I don't like them. Well, the Lion Fire Armor I like because duh, it's red. The Superstar mode, I don't like it. It's gonna get a D tier from me. Obviously, I can't. I don't understand why. There's gotta be something they could have done in terms of design. I'm so obsessed with design that it only takes a while. It only takes a long. It takes a while for me for me to kind of like say, well, they could have done something better. But the Lion Fire armor, it's much better. It's much better. I'm gonna give it a B in terms of design, power, and just overall how the all the armor looks. The superstar armor, if you want to call it that, I I kind of don't like it. It doesn't fit the description. Um, so I think the last thing on this list are just a bunch of armors for a bunch of armors in addition to the Beast Morpher armor, Beast Morpher power ups and something like that. I guess we can do this together. Let's see. I guess these armors all together. I haven't watched them. I haven't watched Beast Morphers and or Dino Fury except for 3 episodes. But in terms of design, they're not bad. They're not bad, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. All of them. Yeah. Beast Morphers. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a D. Actually, I'm gonna actually all of these all of these are unknown because I haven't seen them. We'll see. I mean, I'll change this list at some point, but all of these are unknown because I haven't seen them. I haven't watched them. I haven't seen them in action. So obviously, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, this is the list. I could have changed a lot. I'm gonna change a lot more in terms of all that. But this is the list in its entirety. Feel free to give you get give me your opinions in the comment section below, because I'm very curious to see what you come up with. Because obviously there's not a lot can change about this, but I'm really interested in how you're going to change this. How you're going to change this tier list. I'm very interested. And yeah, that was the whole video. That was the video for you guys. I'm sorry if I was out for about 6 months, I believe. Um, yeah, obviously it's been a long, yeah, it's been a long journey. 2026, 2026 is the year where everything else starts to fall back together. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy looking back because we're all still here surviving, doing everything we can just to make everything feel nice. So that was the video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Give it a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Send it to your friends. Let me know down in the comment section below what you would change, what you would change in this tier list. The next video that we're going to do is uh the bonus part to this the bonus part to this tier list, and in about a few weeks time, um we're going to rank the Red Rangers from worst to best. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy enjoy your weekend. I sure will, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.